No, one factor is fear. People are afraid if they speak up, if they give information, that they're gonna, someone's gonna retaliate against them, and we've seen that happen. And often the police can't protect somebody who, who is potentially a witness or has given information about a crime or an incident. So, fear is a really big factor. And there have been a number of cases and a number of incidents, not just here, but in other places where, witnesses have been seriously injured or killed. So that's one factor. Another factor is that a lot of times people are also, involved in the same or similar activities. So, how are you going to tell on somebody when you're doing the same thing? And some of that also goes back to just some old school customs. Growing up when I did, Blaine's a little younger, but he probably got it as well. You brought up, you don't tell your business in the streets, and you stay out of other people's business. It happened with them. That's their business. You stay out of it. It's just as a matter of custom. I handle my affairs. They handle theirs, and you don't go interfering in other people's business. So, there are a number of factors, but I think and people talk about a lot about people who won't come forward, and they criticize people like that. But I think there's legitimate fear, and honestly, you can't blame people if they're afraid.
Well, and this is a lengthy topic, and you could do a whole show on this. First of all, I commend you guys for doing this. When Rachel DeSale first talked to me about this, I was ecstatic about this. Rachel's a reporter, and once in a while we interact, and she talked about how fond she was of WOBU and the Ward 7 Observer and all these other things. I heard you interview one of my friends and mentors, Ronnie Dunn. And I would tell you that it is, for sort of what Councilwoman said, tattletelling. We was always told, stop being a tattletale when you were young. But people don't understand the difference between snitching and tattletelling, okay? Snitch means that two people do a crime together and one person tells on the other person in order to get out of the crime. And can I tell you, TC, there's a lot of snitching going on, okay? A lot of people throwing each other under the bus. So there are people snitching on each other. There's not enough people telling on what's happening and telling what happened. When you get several people that get shot in a location and they are innocent, that's people that are just not telling. And I think the reason that they're not telling is because of what Councilwoman said. They fear for their safety. They don't trust the law enforcement sometimes. They don't trust other people sometimes. They don't believe that there's accountability. I talked to a gentleman recently who said, they shot my friend. My friend is dead, but there is no accountability. The people that shot them are still walking around. So how am I supposed to feel? You understand what I'm saying? So this is a loaded question because, quite frankly, there's a lot of systemic breakdowns on why people are not able to trust the system, why people don't feel that the system are holding people accountable, and why there's a culture that doesn't understand the difference between snitching and telling. There's a bunch of people snitching. There's not enough people telling. And I know that that's difficult to understand the difference between the two, but if I see somebody get murdered out in the street and get killed, then I should be telling. That's not snitching. I should be telling what happened. But if I help do it and I tell on the person who helped me do it, that's snitching. So there's a difference between snitching and telling. And we don't have enough people telling the story. And a lot of it is because of safety, trust, accountability.